Hello everyone and welcome to our next Zoom cast of Three Coaches in Lockdown. Hiya gents, how are you doing?
All good, mate. You?
All good, thanks.
Good stuff. Lee, can I ask you a question before we get into it?
Yeah.
Did I see you on the telly this morning queuing outside Primark?
Definitely not me, mate.
You sure?
I'm not a Primark man.
I'm sure it was you, you had the Hornets coaches outfit on everything.
That'd be Neil.
No, I told Neil not to bother after he queued for IKEA last time. I said, don't bother, no points. See, the queues were a joke, weren't they?
Yeah, not
seen it, mate.
Oh, mate, look at the news, you'll see it. But I'm sure it was you.
Yeah, everybody was behind me, so I didn't see them all.
Fair points. I'll kick the episode off with some of our questions coming. I know you guys, I don't know if it was you, Lee, or Neil, I've got one from one of our watchers, one of the parents on Facebook. But just before we start, I'll come from the comments I've got. So Mr. David Lad 89 has been back in touch. Remember, he was the guy who said juice first or water first when he asked. So he's come back saying, thanks for replying to my nation's favourite lads. I agree with you boys, it's definitely juice first. That's good. He's on our side. I have another conundrum. When you lose various socks, do you then mix and match them or bin the odd sock?
Bin the odd sock.
Bin the odd sock. Neil?
I think you got to bin the odd sock, haven't you?
The way you thought about that, then you've definitely mixed and matched them in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, too right.
Yeah.
Well, get rid of the ones with the holes in and match them up.
That's a good point, yeah. So when you're at training without socks on now, we can blast you, can't we? Because you said you bin them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've been known to mix them up, and then when I can't be bothered anymore, or when you're sorting out in the wash, I just think, forget bin them. I've had enough of them. But Mr. David Lad's got some interesting conundrums, hasn't he? Let's see what he brings next week.
Certainly has.
I've got another one from Jenny. Hi guys, really enjoy watching your lockdown videos. They're great fun. Kind of related to food and drink. When you mentioned first place you'd like to go after lockdown, I think that was the restaurants, wasn't it? We mentioned.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where's the first shop you would like to go when they open. So to Jenny, obviously we've just answered that one with Lee with Primark. He's been caught at Primark. No, I'm only joking. So where's the first shop? Because they're all open now, aren't they? So where's the first shop you kind of want to go to? Or if they're not open, which one would you want to go to?
I don't know. It's a tough question, isn't it?
Is it Tessuti?
Where, sorry?
Tessuti.
Tessuti?
Yeah.
Showing off the big
dollars. I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably head over to Cheshire Oaks and go to the Ralph Lauren shop.
Okay.
Get some new polo shirts.
Yeah. I'll be bored, and you know where I want to go? The barbers, obviously.
We don't have that problem, mate.
That is the first place. You're getting a bit of growth though, aren't you, mate?
I know, it is, isn't it?
Hey.
I'm going to turn my head upside down. I might say.
It was like me the other week.
I know.
No, it's definitely the barbers for me.
Yeah, my sister did mention your hair when she was watching the other video the other night.
Oh, did she? What did she say?
And you can tell Kev's in proper lockdown.
But you can see little flicks going on and everything. The good thing about recording this is you can't really see the grey hairs.
It's the light that you're in.
Don't turn to the side then.
Oh no, that's why I do it by the windows to get the reflection, keep it dark. It's terrible. So anyway, this week, lads, we've had a chat and we're going to talk about sporting moments and what our top sporting moments are. So I think whenever kind of had to think about this and kind of looked at past books and histories, and I should do have a little look at the internet to remind yourself, because it's been a while and lots have happened. I think there's loads of things what stand out. So obviously we'll have a little chat about a few things because it'll be very interesting to get everyone's thoughts. And then what we'll kind of do at the end, we'll narrow it down to our top three, maybe like 3, 2, 1, and just see what they are and what the thoughts are.
Okay.
So I'll just kick us off. One of the things I kind of looked at really, what stands out is Sir Steve Redgrave when he won the 5th gold medal in the Olympics. I think that was year 2000 in the Sydney Games. So you think about it, I think he was about 38 at the time when he got his 5th gold, which in itself is an achievement, being 38. But when you think about it, that's 20 years worth of Olympics and getting 5 gold medals on the trot. To me, that was just unbelievable as a sporting moment. Do you know what I mean? So that for me deserves an absolute mention. Just the sheer brilliance of it. I know it was a bit of a team thing, but 38 having 5 gold medals year after year in a rowing competition, which is absolute killer. it's bad enough going to the gym doing 5 minutes on a row machine, never mind doing it in a Cox 6'4", whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Unbelievable achievements. That was one thing that stood out for me. Like,
yeah. Well, sticking with the Olympics, take you back to 1984 in the Winter Olympics with a certain couple with a certain dance. Toval and Dean, the Bolero. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I don't remember
I
it.
would have been. Oh, I would have been about 9, I think. Yeah, it would have been 9, 84, and yeah, Toval and Dean still going as well.
Well, look what they've done for the
Dancing
telly.
on Ice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the telly,
Dancing on Ice.
They've excelled
So,
it. Yeah, probably got more.
So that was thrown in with the Olympic theme.
Was it there? Was that the Olympics? I was born in '84, so I've only seen like the videos and.
Yeah. But it's one of them classic moments that you can always remember seeing them doing the Bolero and the theme tune that goes with it and stuff. Yeah, good stuff.
Brilliant shout.
Any other Olympic related stuff?
No, I don't think I have on my side. No.
Never been a big follower of the Olympics.
Right.
Daley Thompson when he was.
Yeah, Daley Thompson, classic. Another good one, 2008, the Beijing Games. This is going back to when used to be my sport, swimming. So you got the likes of Michael Phelps, the American swimmer, when he picked up 8 gold medals in that Games. 8.
Yeah. He's a fish, isn't he?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, he was
phenomenal.
Unbelievable. Who was that guy? Was it Eric the Eel? On his flopped. Was it Eric the Eel? Do you remember?
Eddie the Eagle.
No, the swimmer. Wasn't it the swimmer who was awful?
He's skiing here.
I think you're just making that up, aren't you?
No, there was a swimmer who, I can't even remember what it was, if the Olympics or Commonwealth or something, but there was a swimmer who like participated and it took him like 4 days. It didn't take him that long, but it took him ages to do the length. Someone shows Eric the Eel or I'll have to look it up. We'll have to look it up and tell the viewers next time. But yeah, have a look at it. Yeah, some swimmer who was just terrible. Like Eric the Eagle, but a swimming version.
Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Eddie the Eagle. Perfect.
Yeah,
Olympics again.
Yeah.
National hero.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like sporting moments, obviously we'll drill down to it, but it's a little bit of like these things are still getting talked about now after all these years. So even though they might be rubbish or they might have fell over or something, but there's still a sporting moment, whether it's positive or humorous.
There's another one, Zola Budd.
Who?
Yeah.
Zola Budd.
Zola Budd.
She was bare feet.
Bare feet, what? Runner?
She running bare feet, yeah.
Shut the front door.
No, she ran in bare feet.
What? No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
How far?
Who's the one who had...
I don't know. Was it the 800 near?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Bloody hell.
I think it might have been the 1500.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fair play to her. It hurts my feet when I put the bins out with no shoes on, never mind running. That's enough for me.
That's all the beer bottles and the cans falling on your feet, that mate.
It's all the bottle lids. Wrong way up. Yeah. What about on a boxing theme, Rocky Marciano? What a legend. Don't know if you're into your boxing, but Rocky Marciano retired undefeated, didn't he?
Yeah.
49 fights undefeated.
Yeah.
That's another one. I think his record was something like 40 knockouts or 45 knockouts or something ridiculous like that as well. Just unbelievable. And obviously all the films of Rocky, which we discussed before, all the Rocky films come on the back of it. But Rocky Marciano, that's another sporting moment. I've got a boxing moment in my top 3 anyway, which we'll come to. I haven't decided what order to put it in yet. I'm toying with 2 and 3 at the moment. I've got number 1, but I'm toying with 2 and 3. So as this goes on, we'll have a see. But one of the boxing moments is in there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the boxing stuff, you got the likes of when Frank Bruno became heavyweight champion. Big old Harry.
Yeah.
What,
Harry?
That's it.
Good old Frankie, yeah.
He was never a good boxer, though, was he?
Nah.
No.
A nation's favourite more than anything, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But he struggled, hasn't he, with his mental health and things? He's
been in that way, yeah.
Yeah. So fair play, like he's getting himself to the side. But a lot of sporting members do that, don't they? A lot of sporting heroes kind of. All right, Jax. A lot of these sporting.
His matching tops.
I know, yeah, good on him.
We're all ready for tomorrow.
They're having a pre-match banana.
That's it. Gonna sleep in this tonight.
Yeah. What was I going to say then? Yeah, thinking about some of the football sport moments. I mean, I could have went on all day about football, obviously.
Yeah, I can.
But a couple of the ones that stand out to me was Gaza and Paul Gascoigne, his tears.
Yeah.
You know, the whole
Tears.
tears moment in Italia 90 in the semi-finals.
Yeah, the other one when he scored that goal against Scotland and they all squirted the water in his face.
Oh, the dentist chair.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That.
You've seen a few of them, Lee, haven't you? Dentist chairs.
Oh yes.
See the way Lee brings up the alcohol-related one, like keep it clean.
Water.
Oh yeah, that's exactly why he done it though, wasn't it? Yeah, the whole Gaza tears and Lineker or list, like that's another sport moment.
Psycho, Stuart Pearce.
Yes.
Stuart Pearce. Many
penalties when he first took it and missed.
Yeah, I never.
And the second time he came back and he done it, he got it. He got his penalty.
Yeah, I never
Must
thought
have took some guts to do that.
And a celebration as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a player you wouldn't really mess with, any Stuart Pearce.
He got his name for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't he quite late to football, or Stuart Pearce, if I remember? Wasn't he like 21 or something?
Yeah. He had about 23, 24, something like that.
Yeah.
So
really late, isn't it?
Well, he just looks older, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What about speaking of the football moments? We can't not forget this one. Jeff Hurst, 1966.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know the world.
You probably find it's the most played clip out of football probably ever, isn't it? With a classic commentary. We think it's all over.
Yeah.
It is now.
Yeah. Well, they made a TV show, didn't they, out of that as well? Was it Nick Hancock, I think it was, or something?
Yeah, Nick Hancock. Yeah, it was good, that.
Yeah, but that's another classic. But yeah, one of the things so I used to watch a lot of basketball when I was kind of in high school as well. Used to play it with the school and the school team. Like it was quite a good level. I had a decent team around me, to be fair. But one of the things that I've looked up on as well is, do you remember Michael Jordan? Well, obviously you remember Michael Jordan. But when he played for the Chicago Bulls, and I had to look it up, to be honest with you, because I couldn't remember exactly what it was. But I remember they were losing the game with like something like 20 seconds to go or something stupid, to go into the playoffs or to win the Western Conference or whatever it's called then. And Michael Jordan steals the ball, goes down at the end, sets up this shot, scores it, and he win like 99-98 or something like that. But that was his last shot in a Chicago Bulls shirt. So what a way to kind of end it. So I think he won the NBA for like the 6th time, Jordan, that time. But for me to think about, if you want to be like anybody, you dream of those moments. If you're a basketballer, you steal the ball, go down to the end of the court and score the basket with 10 seconds to go, and they can't come back and score it, and you go ahead and win the crown. What a moment in your last ever game, in your last ever year. You know what I mean? It's like, it's unbelievable. It's a bit like on the negative side, like Steven Gerrard when he slipped. Again, that's a massive sport moment, which I'm going to quickly gloss over, by the way. But you know, that's what he dreams of, is to win the title for his team in the last couple of games, and that happens. So it can go both ways. But yeah, moving on swiftly.
Well, again, sticking with the football, while we're talking about football, World Cup, take you back 2 years to the World Cup, England versus Croatia. You remember the game ends 1-1, and it goes to penalties, and the whole nation goes, oh. Because it was penalties. And you know what England are like at penalties.
Yeah.
And it ends up 3-4, we won.
Yeah.
Pickford saves, Dyer scores. Amazing. I can remember it. I was working in Preston at the time in one of the pubs up there, and they had it on, and the place was rammed. And every time we scored, all the beer got chucked up in the air. And when Pickford saved it, oh my God, it was unbelievable. The place was just drenched.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely one of the moments. But that's a personal moment through my memory of what I can remember when it was and where it was.
Yeah, massive. And to get over the hoodoo of penalties, like you were saying.
Had to do it sometime, didn't we? Jesus.
Yeah. What a way to do it. Unbelievable.
Well, we thought we were going to go on and win it then, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was all set up for us to kind of get to the final, at least, and then we just messed up, didn't we?
Yeah.
Big time.
But anyway,
it's England.
There's next year. The Euro Championships, yeah. What's on your list then, Lee? What have you got? What other things stand out for you, buddy?
Well, one of the things that stands out for me is a memory. It's the first ever Liverpool game I went to. It was in 1990, Liverpool against Aston Villa. And I was a big fan of John Barnes. And, Liverpool went 1-0 up. Then David Platt scored to bring it back to 1-1. And there's about 10 minutes to go. John Barnes cut in from the left and bent it right straight down into the top corner. And I thought that was just, it made me dare, you know what I mean? And that'll always stick with me. So, yeah.
Player John Barnes, what a player.
Yeah. Was
funny how certain memories bring back stuff in it.
Yeah.
In regards to the moments that stuff happened, you can usually remember where you were, and what you were doing, who you were with, stuff like that.
A lot of my big memories are to do with rugby league. So
yeah, we'll come on to rugby league. I mean, I've got a couple of rugby league ones what stand out as well. But are you guys golfers? You guys watch the golf or play the golf?
Yeah, I play golf. So
used to years ago. Watch it now and again if it's on.
Well, obviously we can't forget the amazing, a bit down and out, Tiger Woods. Do you remember his the Tiger Slam when he won the four majors? So that was I made a note. That was 2001. That was, I made a note of that. 2001, yeah. So I think he was the first person to do it. I think, is he, or the only person to do it? Don't think anyone else has repeated that, have they?
Nobody's repeated it, no.
No. So that was the US Open, the Open Championship, the PGA, and the Masters all at the same time.
Yeah.
I had to make a note of that because I forgot what they were. But yeah, again, to think about. I mean, golf. I mean, everyone loves golf's the best sport in the world, and you're playing well, and the most frustrating when you're not. But what a sport! You know, you're always playing in lovely weather, apart from the UK Open, that nice time. But to be out on that course on your own, you know, putting for millions of pounds for majors and all this stuff, and you've got no teammates around you. You haven't really got anybody to kind of talk you through it. You caddy, fair enough, but you're on your own on that green with just complete silence to nail a putt.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable again.
Yeah, he was outstanding, though, wasn't he? You know what I mean?
What's he got?
At that time, he was definitely on form. He was literally
unplayable.
winning and everything.
And it was just injury after injury, then, weren't it? You know what I mean? It must have absolutely battered his body with practice and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's like any sportsman, isn't it? After so long, injuries start playing up.
Yeah, and the intensity he played with and everything else. He was a perfectionist.
Yeah, well, he just done it as you've got to come and beat me. Simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's not many who've done it.
What's your thoughts on just going off on one a little bit? You know, you've got like your debates of Ronaldo, Messi, and you've got your debates of Nadal and Federer and those kind of things. That's always a hard divide. Obviously we've always got our favourites, but do you think because you know we have this conversation over many beers all the time, Ronaldo or Messi, and it's always you pick one and you can argue for an hour about it or debate for it for an hour. But do you think those kind of duels, they'd be as good a player if the other one wasn't there? Like, do you think Federer would be as good as he was if Nadal wasn't there? Messi would be as good as he was. Do you know what I mean?
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's someone to compete against.
Yeah, because you look at it now, there's not that many who are competing against each other, are they? Either in football, tennis, golf, you know what I mean? It's in golf, number one's changing all the time, isn't it? So there's nobody there to push him now, like Messi and Ronaldo and Federer. So,
yeah. That's always one that, because you always say, don't you, when you debate it, I wish Ronaldo would have come 5 years later, so you'd have like this massive decade of sport and greatness. But then you think, well, would they have probably excelled, or do they spare each other on? Do you know what I mean?
Because he pushed on from United, Ronaldo, didn't he? You know what I mean?
Tremendously.
As soon as he went over there and he was competing against Messi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's who do you think's the best between them two?
I pick Ronaldo.
Yeah, me too.
And it pains me to say because he's an ex-Manc, but only because he's done it in other countries, and Messi's been an unbelievable player in an unbelievable team, whereas Ronaldo's been an unbelievable player, not always in a great team. Look at Portugal, for example. They weren't great, but they went on and won the Euros.
Yeah.
And he's driven it. Juventus, all right, good team again, but he's just driving them forward. So for me, he's been to other clubs and done it.
Yeah, I think he's all round. He's got the all round game. He can header a ball. Know what I mean? He can beat people. He can shoot from anywhere. Know what I mean? So I think you don't see Messi scoring many goals with his head or anything. So
yeah, not a great deal. But yeah. But anyway, back to the moment. So rugby related one for me was Bradford Bulls in 2003. So I don't know if you can remember this or not, but they were the first side to win the new treble, as it was at the time.
Yeah.
So they topped the league, won the league leaders' shield. They got to the grand final. I think they beat Wigan at the time. They lifted the Challenge Cup by defeating Leeds as well. So that as a team was unbelievable. I think the Man of Steel with Jamie Peacock as well.
Yeah.
So the Bradford Bulls in 2003 was just quality, and I think after that season in 2004, they added the World Club Championship to the trophy cabinet as well. So, and as 2003, I mean, it's a shame what's happened now with the Bulls, but the 2003 Bradford Bulls team, what's a team? And I think 2006, the Saints gone and done it as well, didn't they, the treble?
The Saints, yeah.
Paul Wellens and all them. But I think the thing with Saints as well is they won the BBC Sports Personality Team of the Year as well, didn't they? The Saints team in 2006.
All right.
That year, yeah. So they won the Sports Personality Team of the Year as well. So, two very good teams.
Yeah, Bradford had some really good players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Had a top coach to start with. So,
yeah.
And then players from around the area. You know what I mean? So
yeah, local ones. Paul Deacon as well. He was top scorer, wasn't he? Top try scorer that season. He was a decent player then.
Top point scorer.
Top point scorer, sorry.
Yeah. He was the goal kicker.
Yeah. So quality. And as I said, it's the 2006 treble team for the Saints as well. Another solid team. But yeah, what a team. Any of the moments stand out for you boys?
Yeah. One for me.
Go on.
Went to watch Widnes against Wigan. Widnes needed to win the league. And there was 17,000 at Widnes. And Widnes went on to beat him 30 points to 18. Man of fire hat trick.
Yeah.
One of the things that sticks out with me is when they all went to pick the trophy up at the end, Andy Curry chucked his jersey into the crowd and he threw it back at him. It's so funny. I don't know if he was a bad player, you know what I mean? But somebody's just done it and lost these jerseys.
What did he do with it then? Did he throw it back in or keep hold of it?
I thought he did pick it up. So, yeah, fantastic. And my brother was a ball boy that year, and he managed to sneak up onto where he put the trophy up. You can see it, put the trophy up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. When I used to watch Widnes home and away, you know what I mean? Yeah. We only play football on a Saturday, and then Sunday was play football on a Saturday, and then Sunday morning, and stay in the pub. So you went to watch Widnes then, home and away, all over the place. So, good days. The year after, we went on to win the World Club Championship.
Yeah.
So, and another great day out. You know what I mean?
Still open now.
Yeah, watching likes of Mal Meninga. One of a player who sticks out for me, I like Martin O'Fire, was a world-class winger. But it's always a sensory makes a winger, I think. You know what I mean? You don't have that. And Darren Wright was a world-class centre, I think. People go on about Paul Newlove, this, that and the other. I thought Darren Wright was up there with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, two of my big memories.
Yeah. Player of fire was, wasn't he?
He was.
Awesome.
I see. When you see him in the first time he played for Widnes, know what I mean? You're thinking, what the hell did he signed here? Know what I mean? You could see that he was fast, but he couldn't tackle. He couldn't pass the ball. But the guy changed.
He could run.
Yes. Why could he run? No.
What I'll do is I'll make sure I tag him in this video at the end, just so he gets that point across there. What have we signed? We'll edit the good bits out and just leave that in. I'll tell him where you live as well.
Well, sticking with the rugby, I'm going to switch sports. Well, not switch sports, but switch rules and go over to rugby union. And again, it's one of the all-time monster of a hero of a player. And it's taking you back to the 1995 semi-finals where England played against the All Blacks. Mm-hmm. Can you guess who it is?
John Alomu.
Yeah, exactly. He was phenomenal. He was literally kicked off 2 minutes in. He picked up the ball and he literally legged through the whole of the England defence and literally scored. It was unbelievable. He had the likes of Rory Underwood who went past. Will Carlin. Remember Will Carlin?
Yeah.
Past him. And then poor old Mike Catt at the end. He was the fullback at the time. And he literally just went toppled over. It was so funny watching it. But yeah, and absolutely annihilated England.
Yeah. He was
first time we really saw Jonah Alomu, an unbelievable player. Yeah.
Do you think if he'd have switched over postcodes to league, wonder what it'd be like?
I know. But it'd have been like another mountain. Yeah, Mal Meninga was like that though. Mal Meninga was a man mounted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'd love to have seen them two up against each other.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
Imagine the whack.
So,
felt like a game of whack attack, just like boom, boom, did it echoing around the stadiums. Yeah, Jonah Alomu's a good shout. Again, he brought the sport. I mean, even if you didn't watch Union, which I'm not interested in Union really, but everybody who likes sport knows Jonah Alomu.
Yeah.
You know, and the All Blacks because of him. And that's the first person you think of probably when people say the All Blacks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What a shout.
He came onto the scene previously, I think it was the year before, when he was playing in the Sevens. And then he went into the World Cup. And they went through Ireland, they went through Scotland. And he was playing, and he was playing well. But as soon as he got to the England game, oh my God, he just exploded. So yeah,
unbelievable! What a player, the late Jonah Alomu.
Yeah. One of my favourite players in rugby union was Jonathan Wilkinson. I think his all-round game was absolutely fantastic. For the size of him, he'd tackle anything.
Yeah, to be fair,
he's a bit like another. What's her name? Farrell now.
Farrell.
You know what I mean? He's the same. He can do everything.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Wilkinson in rugby league. Because he had a rugby brain, and you know what I mean. So see him switch codes.
It's a shame, innit? The money doesn't pay as well as the union does it. That's the thing.
So not unless you're going to get into like your Wigan and your Saints, you know what I mean? And they couldn't even match the wages of Johnny Wilkinson.
No, and the sponsorship deals you get in unions a lot bigger as well, under England and stuff like that. So
yeah, definitely. And you look at some of the games in rugby union, the crowds are not that big. You know what I mean? They've just got massive sponsorship money.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the internationals are big, obviously, but like most internationals,
I was going to say the England matches are huge.
Yeah, but most national sports aren't they on a big stage like football. You know, the rugby's, anything like that. You generally get a big following when it comes to that. But yeah, your lower stuff, smaller gates. But yeah. Any other sport moments stick out for you guys before we drill down to our 3, 2, 1?
We mentioned before tennis, and taking you back to 2013, Andy Murray with Wimbledon, and he went and won it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll take you back to there. He was playing against Djokovic, and he beat him in straight sets. And we've been waiting 77 years to take the trophy for Wimbledon, and we've done it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Andy Murray.
Yeah, Tim Emmon didn't have much luck, did he?
No.
Was it Fred?
Got a hill named after him.
Was it Fred Perry the last one to win it? Male.
Pass.
I'm not a big tennis fan.
No.
It's just one of them moments you remember seeing on telly. So
well, he got knighted after that, didn't he?
He was.
He got.
Didn't he get knighted after that as well?
Oh, I don't know.
Wasn't it a big outcry?
I think he got sports. I think he got sports personality of the year that year.
There wasn't a big outcry for him to get knighted. I don't even know if he did actually, because he won Wimbledon. I'm sure, like the media and the press was going mad to get him a knighted and all this crap. You remember?
Okay.
Yeah, I remember there was like big kerfuffle about it. Yeah, I don't know if it went ahead or I can't remember. I'd like to say I'm not a massive tennis lover myself, but I sometimes get absorbed in the whole Wimbledon fiasco. But no, otherwise I'm not a massive tennis fan, to be honest. But yeah, any other sporting moments? Apart from your top three, obviously.
That's it. You've got to look at Taylor with the darts, haven't you?
Yeah, I was going to mention that one last but not least, Phil Taylor. Yeah.
Know what I mean? That'll never be done again. What that guy's done is unbelievable.
Even Van Gerwen, who's an unbelievable player, I don't think he's going to hit 16.
No, but he's hit and miss, and you know what I mean? And I think the more money he gets, I think you'll see him drifting away from it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
Taylor was just outstanding.
Unbelievable, wasn't he?
Yeah.
16 World Championships, and to get up and do it again and again and again. He's even got the trophy named after him now, hasn't he? The Phil Taylor Trophy, which I think is the match play, or I think it is the match play. The trophy named after him.
So it should be, shouldn't it? Know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's not got a knighthood?
No, Sir Phil.
Yeah.
Sir Power.
He's got his soon, surely, for his... Mind you, I think for him to get because that ship sailed a little bit, for him to get a knighthood now, I think he's going to have to come and do some kind of sporting support, like a sporting role to be an ambassador for darts.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to get that.
Is he a coach or anything, Kev?
No, I don't know. I think he's... Because he retired like the back end of last year, he hasn't really had much chance to kind of get involved with stuff. I think, to be honest, he wants a break, and then he'll probably get more involved as time goes on. But no, he has the odd little interview on telly and stuff like that. Sky Sports, whatever else. But no, he's been playing in these behind closed doors darts, with the darts at home because of all lockdown. He's been getting involved in some of the classics like Barney and that with them. But no, I think he's just having a bit of a break because it's a long time, isn't it? All them years playing and traveling. So yeah, I think he's having a break from that. But darts, yeah, another great sport. Love the darts. Love the darts.
Yeah, we went Wolverhampton to watch the darts. It was absolutely fantastic.
It's a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's just a gang of loons who watch darts.
That's what it is, yeah. Neil, anything else stand out for you?
No, that's pretty much it. I think we need to go into the top three, won't we?
Yeah.
Obviously,
you had a bowling one, Neil.
What's that?
I thought you'd had a bowling one.
A bowling one?
Yeah, a Crown Green bowling one or something like that.
Oh, Crown Green, yeah. You know what? I've actually been to the factory where they make them.
Oh, right.
I've done that as a project when I was in school. And went down to the one in Liverpool by the docks where they actually make the Crown Green bowls.
Crown Green,
Yeah. I've had to go with that. It's hard. It's not as easy as it looks.
I played French bowls on a club. On a French bowls, is it? Bowls.
Yeah.
Or was it pétanque?
I played that. I don't know. I was club 1830s. I was bladdered. I've just seen that.
It's one of those little plastic sets that you used to get from the shop.
You're lying by the pool.
Filled with water.
Yeah, you're hung over with a cocktail next to you, just nursing it. And then the reps come over with the music blasting. Come on. And you're like, ooh. Yeah, I played that but that's about as far as it goes for me.
Nice.
Anyway, moving on. Top three. So, Lee, do you want to go number three?
My number three is I'm going to go with the goal against John Barnes. Liverpool against Villa, John Barnes.
Yeah.
So it was my very first game. You know what I mean? And for him to one of my favourite players, and for him to score the winning goal. You know what I mean? And from outside the area into the top corner was just unbelievable. I was getting hugged by people I've never met before in my life and getting crushed, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, that was the last year we won it, wasn't it? 1990.
Yeah.
The league, so yeah. Nice. Neil, what's your number
go
three?
Next? Oh, no, I'll go next. Number three, Jeff Hurst and his hat-trick for England.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never saw it. Wasn't alive then, but it's just one of the memorable moments that you see on TV all the time. You know the ins and outs of it. So yeah, Jeff Hurst.
Nice, good shout. Yeah, fully deserved. Anyone top 3 really.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little bit. I've been toying with this, so I've been thinking about it. I've been talking, but I'm going to go for one that we've not talked about. So there was a moment where it was the £1 million game, and it was Salford versus Hull KR, and Salford were getting battered. I think it was like 18 points to 10 with like 2, 3, 4 minutes left or something like that. And there was 2 unconverted tries from a certain player. But anyway, left the game to go into extra time. During the first attacking set, bearing in mind he's missed 2 conversions, picks the ball up, gets the ball play back to him, tries this audacious 50-metre drop goal, sails over, scores the golden point for the £1 million game for Salford. Can you remember the player?
He went to Toronto, didn't he?
He plays for Toronto.
Yeah.
Do you want a clue?
O'Brien.
Pardon?
Is it O'Brien?
Gareth O'Brien. So yeah, that for me, to miss 2 conversions and then wallop an halfway line shots in £1 million game for the £1 million game, just an audacious try, unbelievable efforts. And I think one of the reasons why I put him in the top 3 is obviously he's one of our Hornets products. You know, comes through the Hornets, made of our youth setup, our fantastic youth setup, which is what we're all involved with and why we do it. So for me, that's one of the reasons I've put it in there. Just everything about it, but obviously for what he stands for as well. What is Jack doing? Is he got boxing here?
It's a sporting moment.
Actually, what I'll do is, right, while he's doing that, tell him next time you're doing a quiz with the kids, you'll get cashes.
Yeah, exactly.
But while he's boxing you, actually, my number 2. So this is what I was going to decide, 2 or 3 with O'Brien, but I've gone O'Brien.
All right.
So number 2,
it's all about the links.
Pardon?
It's all about links.
All about links, yeah. Just after timing. I'm going to go with a ferocious boxer who was heavyweight champion of the world, aged 20 years old.
Tyson.
And his knockout against Trevor Berwick to win it, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, phenomenal boxer. He's an animal.
But the thing is, right, if you watch that, I mean, I love Mike Tyson. I think he's unbelievable. And, you know, no wonder his nickname's the baddest man on the planet. But if you watch that Trevor Berwick fight to win his world title, it doesn't even hit him. Like, it wasn't even a ferocious punch. It was a normal standard. Well, I say that, obviously not boxing, but it was a normal standard boxer's hit. You know what I mean? And Trevor Berwick goes flying, and he gets back up, and he can't stand up, and he falls over about 3 times after this one little looked innocuous, but obviously he's causing right on the money. But honestly, when you see the video, which we'll get, he's wobbling all over the ring off this Mike Tyson. He's at 20 years old. Oh my goodness, just earth-shattering power. And yeah, I love the guy for his boxing ability. Ricky Hatton's another one. I love Ricky Hatton. But I think Tyson was just unbelievable. So that moment for his first world title at 20 years old is for me number 2. Neil, number 2.
Number 2, he's back again.
What is he doing? Is the wife out?
Disappear you. No, number 2, we've had, who did we have for number 3? Number 3 was Jeff Hurst.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with footy again. I'm going to stick with footy again. For me, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm an Evertonian. Surprise, surprise. But
luckily,
this is more to do with where I was and who I was with. A pub in Widnes, full of friends, and take you back to 2005, and you know what it is. It was just unbelievable. Literally, I was taking the mick out of them until half time, and I think you were like 3-0 down or something, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then it come to the end, and obviously it was 3-3, and then you went to penalties, and then the elation. It was unbelievable. I'm just doing this for memories. Memories with real good friends in a real great place on a real great night. And what a place it was. Yeah, phenomenal. So Liverpool versus, who was it?
AC Milan,
yeah.
Liverpool versus who?
So I'm going to go with that.
Fair play, mate. Evertonian, second.
Yeah.
Lee?
My second one's going to be Old Trafford, witness against Canberra Raiders. It's just one of them sporting moments I'll never ever see again. I'll never see Widnes do what they've done. You know what I mean? Classified as the first club to do it. You know what I mean? And to be with all my mates at the time, and it was in Old Trafford, it was fantastic. Watching them pick the trophy up, it was absolutely amazing. Yeah. So I'm going to go with that one, number Brilliant. 2.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Is those memories and where you were at the moment and what it means. Like for me, a sporting moment, for the number one sporting moments is no matter how many times you watch it, 10, 15, 20 years later, sometimes you still get that lump in your throat, or the hair still down the back of your neck, or you get them eyes welling up because of just an unbelievable moment. So for me, that's what makes it the best sporting moments of number one. So what is your number one then, Liam? I'll start with you.
Well, Neil's pinched my number one. So, up to watching that, I was sat at home on my own watching it.
Oh no!
And half time.
Come up the pub with us.
Nicky was upstairs. You know what I mean? So I was watching it and got to half time and I just turned it off. Couldn't believe it. I was nearly crying. And then second half had kicked off, which I weren't watching. My auntie phoned me up. She said, Liverpool have scored. So next minute, telly's back on. Know what I mean? Yeah. So runs into the kitchen, grabs a can, shouts Nicky from upstairs. Nicky comes down, sat watching it with me. And it was just the best feeling ever. And I mean, ever.
Did you think at 3-1 there was a little bit of hope? Like, did you genuinely? Did you think maybe?
I think that's what we needed. If we just got one before half time, know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think we were playing bad. Know what I mean? We just needed that one goal to give us some belief to kickstart and get on and do it. Know what I mean? Get the fans behind us. Yeah, that'll stick with me forever. That one.
Yeah, agreed.
Even with Nicky, Nicky's not a big football fan, and she come down. She sat on the edge of the settee cheering Liverpool on, which was brilliant.
I think to be fair, there's probably a lot of people who are like that. I mean, like Neil said, even Evertonians, like you get your strong, staunch Evertonians, which is fine. But I think even your Evertonians who enjoy football and appreciate it probably were Liverpool on. And women, I think, no disrespect to them, but I think they were getting behind Liverpool and start to follow Liverpool now as a football club because of those little things, what just spur and kick off.
Yeah.
So it was a wonderful, wonderful moment.
Yeah.
What are you going for number one, Kev?
Well, no surprise, it's what you both said already with Istanbul.
Right, okay, that's you done. I'll go on to my number one. We need to talk any more rubbishy Liverpool stuff.
Amazing. No, but
so where were you when it was?
I was sat in the Atatürk Stadium watching it all happen, mate.
Right, okay.
I was over there. Yeah, I went.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I was at the game. So for me, that's another thing. So I can imagine what it was like here. But I was over there. So we flew over in the day. Went down to the fan zone, got on your beers, went round Turkey, Istanbul. The vibe was brilliant. Got in the stadium, and it was like all the pictures you've probably seen where everyone's walking over the hills because there was one road in basically, and it was quite late. Picked us up quite late, and we were trying to get in, and it was a nightmare. So everyone's like, just open the doors. So obviously, thousands of scouts are just piled up these coaches walking over these hills. Gets in the stadium, the atmosphere was booming, and like you said, by half time, or just before half time, everyone was like, "What on earth is going on here? This is embarrassing." And I think it was more the embarrassment. What was the worst? Because obviously you're thinking back home, all the Blues, all the Mancs, they're all loving it, and you're thinking, it's going to end up 6-7-0 this and be in the Champions League folklore forever. So at half time, and I remember there was a group of lads sat over the side of me, and they were all shouting up to the rest of us, like, "Come on, we're here, we're having a good time," and all this stuff. And that's what kicked off this You'll Never Walk Alone at half time. This group of lads, and we were like, yeah, do you know what? Frig it, we're here now. We all got singing You Never Walk Alone, and like you said, the second half was just like, but that's why I asked you before, Lee, the 3-1, did you think? Because I think if I was sat at home, I'd probably say, it's just a bit of damage limitation. But because I was there with 30,000 other Scousers, the 3-1, there was like, maybe we might just make it respectable. And then 3-2, we were like, no, can't happen. And then 3-0 was just like, I remember the Atatürk had no walls behind it. It was kind of like you walked up to your seats. It was all open at the back, just gates to keep the stadium in. And everyone just like didn't know what to do themselves and running all behind each other. And I remember being on the floor on this deck of the floor and everyone jumping on each other. It was just unbelievable. Like, I didn't watch the penalty till I got home. I had to turn around. I just listened to I couldn't watch it. But then it gets home, so it was like we flew back after the game, and then we landed, and obviously then they brought the trophy home, didn't they? And I'm on the couch, knackered, kind of tired, emotionally drained, hungover, all in one, just like this mess. I know the lad texting me saying, come down to Liverpool and watch it up. And I'm like, listen, I have not got an ounce of energy to bring it up to come and watch it. And they were all getting me back, and I'm like, I've just seen it like 5 hours ago in front of me in the stadium. I don't need to go and watch it on a bus. And luckily I never, because it was like 12 hours on it or something stupid to get around town. So I wouldn't have made it. But that's what I was saying before. Again, for me, I've got the DVD still. I've kept it just so I can watch it every now and again. And I still get that lump in my throat and my eyes well up when Gerrard nods that ball in. I get that feeling of being back there. It was just, yeah. Claire's often asked me as well, what's better, Istanbul or the wedding day? And it has tossed back and forward.
Be careful. Be careful.
It's tossed back and forward depending on what mood I'm in. But it's obviously the wedding day, but it's unbelievable. Just like you said, Lee. Unless you were alive during that time, the kids now will never understand how amazing it was.
No, definitely.
So, Neil?
Well, while we're on the topic of that, we've had a question in from Jeff, and he wants to know if it was possible to go back in time to your best sporting moment and switch yourself into a moment as a player, but at the risk of impacting the results of the outcome, would you do it? So, for example, replace Stevie G in the Liverpool team for that 5th Champions League final game against Milan, but because you're playing, that could mean they get beat.
Could get beat.
That's a really good question, isn't it?
Yes.
Could get beat or will get beat.
Well, you could get beat.
Wow.
You could get beat. Just because you switch your place with one of the team members, so you can be there to play in that game, it could impact the result and change history. So it's like going back to the future.
Yeah.
You get your DeLorean.
But didn't Harry Kewell do this? Wasn't he playing? And then he was playing Kraft, got injured, went off, and then we won.
Yeah.
So you're going to be in then.
That's a great question off Jeff. That
It is.
I'll put myself in that team. I'll put myself in that situation because that's the obvious one to choose. I would probably not play and stick myself on the bench and win it. I think it's hard.
Just to be in the team, in the name team.
Yeah, I think it's hard, and you as a player, you always want your team to win. I mean, I've played in many football matches where you play for the league or you play cup finals and you've played up to it and you've got injured and you've missed it, and it's devastating. But once you win it, there's no better feeling when you win it, even though you've been injured, because you still contributed all the way. Yeah. But if you lose and not play, then it's like just the worst. It's the absolute. So I'd go with I would not play and Liverpool win. Yeah,
I had a bit of a situation playing when I was playing. I was playing in the Winners' Cup final, and I was captain of the team, and I got injured. I'd done my hand in, I'd done my thumb in, and I shouldn't have carried on playing. You know what I mean? But as you said, just to do me a favour, just strap it up and let me get on with the game. You know what I mean? I'm lucky that we went on and to win it. You know what I mean? And I had a decent game. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'd say I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
I'd be the same as Lee. Wouldn't put myself, just to change, just to be there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it.
No, you'd want to see your team win, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So going on to my number one, I'm going to go with something that Kev mentioned before. Again, it's football, and it's Gaza with the tears.
Gaza tears.
Always sticks in your mind. That it's phenomenal. Yeah, loved it. So that was my number one.
Interesting.
So we're all done.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Very interesting.
It's a nice mix.
Strangely, I've gone with all football.
I know, yeah.
No, I know, but it's all the memories and as I was saying before, it's the emotion and the people and just where you were, who you were with, it's stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be the sport that you follow to.
No,
does it?
But moments it could be, like you say, stands out. But yeah, good subjects, very good subjects. it'll be interesting to see what our viewers think if they come back with any sport moments.
I'm sure they'll come back with lots.
Yeah. I think if you'd have asked me next month, or the end of next month, I should say, my 1 and 2 will be Istanbul and Liverpool in the league, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, that will be 1 and 2. But no, at the moment, we haven't won it. We are going to win it, but we haven't won it yet. So, yeah, they're my 3. So,
Wait and see. Watch this space.
So another good one, gents.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, thanks for your time, boys.
No problem. See you tomorrow.
Later.
See you later.
See you later.